the process of elimination is often a very useful tool in the end game. And yeah, here's a typical example. Actually, it's terribly simple. Black has to try and catch this pawn. If the pawn queens, white wins. White has to try and find the correct square for the king to move to. Well, we can reject two moves straight away. King f1 and king h1 just look crazy, because then there's going to be a check, and the knight hops back and stops the pawn. So okay, that's two moves straight away we can forget. That leaves us with these three. Well, that loses instantly to knight f4 check. So now we're down to two. So we've got king h2 and king f2. Well, let's have a look at king f2 for the sake of argument. Okay, well this is getting slightly trickier. If the knight comes back, then the pawn pushes on and it's going to be a queen. However, it doesn't take too much to discover that knight c3 is a good move. So the threat, knight d5 and knight e7. So the pawn moves on, but then there's a check, and the knight comes back, stops the pawn, and it's going to be a draw. So that only leaves us with one other move, and that's king h2. Let's promote that. Now, what can black play here? You can try to move the knight back. Pawn goes on. Can't stop it queening. Likewise, knight f4. It's queen. Any other moves? Let's try knight c3. Like last time. Nope, doesn't work. The knight is too. Whoops. Let's see that again. The knight is too far away from the king. There are no spoiling checks. The knight can't get back. So, by simple process of elimination, we've discovered that king h2 is the best move. Simply wins. So a very, very important technique indeed, the process of elimination. We'll be looking at some more studies, and please bear this technique in mind.